Okay, so to finish this really quickly, so I think I left off here saying that analyzing the perspective statements and arguments within the perspective is meant to be a building block to construct and develop like the entire perspective, so the entire yes or no side. So, we evaluate those smaller pieces to say something about the larger one. So don't forget that. This next point is about conclusions, and they say that the successful conclusions go beyond just generic and non-committal, like, oh yeah, both sides are good. A successful paper and successful student will choose one way of thinking and describe how they sort of arrived at that conclusion. They give an example here about a successful conclusion where the student changed his or her thinking. Reflecting on your findings, the implications and consequences for your standpoint is good, like your personal standpoint and then other communities and nations. This last point about further research is important, and we mentioned that in the outline lesson. But I think it's interesting the way that the examiner comments here specified it, and not just like abstract further research for others to undertake. While that's fine, this is research that you would undertake to develop your thinking. So you could start with generically, this is the, sort of part of the issue that I left out, or I minimized my focus to be successful on this small piece, but, you could say I would want to investigate this further XYZ ideas. So don't forget that it's about you and not just the entire academic community. The remaining 10 pages of this document house student examples, and these are different from the examples that I have posted on Schoology. Those are for my students, but these examples are chosen for their high level of response, as you can see here, from previous years. And on the side, it houses the examiner comments, which is cool because you can go through and see directly what an examiner thinks about a particular sentence or particular structure. So you can, if it were me, I would read through the essay in full. So, on this left side of the column, go through and read, and then go back and reread the examiner comments and think through the entire paper. This is still a high example. Bibliography. This person separated the bibliography into type, which I've seen before, books, documents, websites, and things. I don't think that that's profitable if you only have websites, because then you're just telling on yourself. So if you have a wide breadth of sources and different types of sources, you can do that, but I don't think most of you do, so I would just list them normally. This is cool too, how they could have improved their response. So page 12 here is the middle marking response. That's stem cell research you can compare. No synthesis. Not global. Oh, I think I took off the low response. So that's the entire packet document. So read at your own leisure. There are some questions that you need to respond to, so do that separately and let me know if you have any questions.